Last month, I made $24,000 in commissions on my 16th closing offer. And guess out of those 16 jobs, how many I've actually applied to? Absolutely none. Zero. Why? Because I built the right skills and I stayed in the right networks and I positioned myself to win. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it so you guys can go and do it too and build a wildly successful career. Now, before we dive in, let's address something important, okay? Everybody wants a six-figure opportunity, right? But here's the truth. You don't get what you want. You get what you're aligned with, right? Opportunities don't show up because you want them. They show up when you align your skills, your mindset, and your actions with those of that opportunity, right? So you literally have to step into that person who is worthy of that opportunity. Because here's the thing, if you're already that type of person who deserved a six-figure remote closing job, you still wouldn't be here watching this video and looking for an opportunity. And that might sting, but that's the reality, guys. But the good news is that you can change that like I did. All right. So stick around because at the end of the video, you're going to know exactly how to start stepping into that person and have these business owners come to you instead of you chasing them. All right. A little bit about me and my track record. Since 2019, I've done over 10 million in cash collected, well over 20,000 sales calls. I've hired, trained, and managed over 150 sales reps. And I've personally sold on 16 different offers across 6 industries. All right, who is this for? Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you if you are an aspiring sales guy. You might have tried a few failed businesses and now you're here. Welcome. And I'm talking to people who are already in sales and you're making less than 10K a month. You might have inconsistent payouts. You have no idea how next month is going to look like. Probably on a shitty offer and looking to get on a good quality offer. Okay, so whether you are brand new to sales or you've been doing this for 10 years, it doesn't matter. This is literally your roadmap to over 10K a month consistently. All right. Number one, you need to understand the game. All right. For you to win, you need to see the game for what it is. All right. Business owners aren't hiring closers, they're hiring somebody who can bring them results. We'll touch on that in a second. And then there's two major prerequisites before you land your ideal offer. All right. So we'll talk about that. And then if you follow this to the T, if you follow this roadmap, I promise you, this offer will literally land on your lap, like what happened to me on all my 16 offers. All right, understanding the game. Most closers do not realize how much risk a business owner takes when hiring a sales guy, all right? Because you are the lifeblood of their business. Again, like I said, they don't hire closers. They're looking for somebody who's going to bring them results. They want to hire somebody who's already that guy. And not a lot of people understand this, right? Because most of us are selfish. It's just me, me, me. I want a good offer. I want to make money. But what you have to understand is every time a business owner hires a closer or a salesperson, they are taking on huge risk. Okay. They're trusting you with their leads that they spent a shit ton of money on, right? They spend a lot of money to get leads, somewhere from $100 to $1,000 per lead they get you, right? So if you get 10 leads a day and you fuck that up, you can do the math. And the time that it takes a business owner to train you, to onboard you, to manage you, and the risk that they have to take to make sure you're a good rep, that takes a lot of time out of their business to invest into you when they don't even know if you're worth it or not. And the last thing is, if you suck, not only you will fumble and ruin your own reputation, but you're going to ruin the business owner's reputation, right? So it's a big risk. So understanding the risks is really, I made you guys 2 presentations here, 2 different slideshows of the same thing, because I don't know which color you'd like, but I like color, so we use color. Okay, moving on. Now, like I said, like understanding these risks from a business owner's perspective is the key to standing out and landing a job. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how you're gonna start stepping into that guy. All right, so between me and you guys, there's a lot of information online. There's a lot of people posting about high ticket remote closing, and I have a pretty small channel. So for those of you who don't know me, I want to really quickly share with you where I was, where I am today, and why you should listen to me when it comes to getting a job in this industry. Okay, so real quick, 2011, came to Canada here with 0 English, by the way, and 0 social skills. I graduated 4 years after that in a Bachelor of Network Engineering, basically followed my dad's footsteps, and I landed a job at IBM. It was a pretty big deal for me, right? I thought that I did it. I reached it. I reached my goals. I made my mom and dad happy. But even looking at this picture here, looking at these fluorescent lights, I'm getting goosebumps. I got nothing bad to talk about the company, but the corporate vibe, the corporate life was not for me. So I quit. I was so motivated, saved up some money. I'm like, let me go and I want to be an entrepreneur, right? I want to be an entrepreneur. Little did I know, I have no business acumen. I have no communication skills. 4 years at this. I tried Airbnb, e-commerce businesses, you name it. And by the end of it, I made little to no money and I went broke to a point where I was actually selling my furniture. True story. Okay, so 2019, I came across this remote sales thing. Okay, and I'm like, okay, this looks like the easiest path for me to get to 10K a month. All right, I don't have to start a business. All I have to do is take sales calls off of a business owner's plate and close their leads, their warm leads. So I'm like, this is great. But this time I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get a mentor. Found a mentor. I literally paid somebody $500 at the time. And for 3 months, I was training, role playing. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've went through. 3 months in, my mentor introduced me to a pretty big figure at that time, Ty Lopez. And I started closing for Ty Lopez. 3 months after that, I had over $40,000 in my bank account. I was cashing in checks like these on a monthly basis. This was my calendar. It wasn't like, it was pretty easy, but this was my life. Like, it was 12-hour days and I was talking to leads that were warm, that were ready to pay. And it was the easiest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I made a lot of money, bought myself a brand new Mustang GT at the time, a motorcycle. It was pretty reckless with my cash. And fast forward today, I've done over 10 million in sales. I've closed on 16 different offers. I've been, had the privilege to speak on a couple stages, train high level remote sales, and it's pretty cool. And I started living life. Everything that I've ever visualized started coming to fruition. Yachts, cars, taking family on a vacation. Alhamdulillah, Through high ticket sales, I was able to build the life that I always visualized every single day. And most importantly, over the last 3 years, we've been able to help hundreds of people do the same thing, right? And this is actually a picture of remote staff and some of our mastermind events that we threw around North America. But we've proven that this actually works. And I'm giving you guys literally everything you need to make it happen for you. This is not theory. This is not luck. It is alignment. Okay. And when you apply this, the right offers, the right opportunities, the right commissions checks start coming to you every single time. Okay. So you're probably wondering, how do you become that guy? Well, let's dive into it. Prerequisite one, and arguably the most important step of all of this, is the identity shift. Okay. Before you land a 6-figure opportunity and make a lot of money, you need to become that person who is worthy of that opportunity. Right? How do you do that? Because let me tell you something, guys. In life, if you cannot imagine that type of person who is already successful, make that 10K a month, if you cannot imagine that version of you, I promise you, you will never be that person. Right? So take the time and do this exercise. Write this down. Who is the 10K month version of you? Right? How do they talk? How do they think? How do they act? Right? How do they solve problems? How they deal with adversity? And you got to ask yourself every day, are you showing up as that person, or are you waiting for results to validate that? Because I promise you, if it's the latter, if you're moving like that, you'll be chasing till the day that you die, which is unfortunately how most people live. Right? So this is the shift that you need to make. You don't wait for success. You got to align with it. And I'll show you exactly how to do that. Prerequisite number 2, boys, and this is a tactical stuff, so listen up. All right. To find a high quality, high paying remote closing job comes down to these 3 things respectively. All right. Number 1, for you to make a lot of money, you need skill. And in this industry, you need to be performing at a 25 to 30% close rate. All right. So out of 10 sales calls that you get, you need to be closing at least 3 of them. And let me start off by telling you guys that you do not learn sales by reading a fucking textbook and watching a course. Okay. You learn sales by actually doing it, by actually practicing it, which brings me to my next point. The way that you do that is that you practice in a network, you practice in a community where they train high level remote sales, where you have somebody who's already ahead of you, right? Who's already done what you're trying to do, and get feedback from them. And moreover, like every single one of my 16 offers that I got, I didn't even apply to any of them. I got them because I knew somebody, right? So when you practice in these communities and you get better, that you show them that you're actually coachable, guess what? You start getting recognized. That's why I say it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you, right? You can have the best skill in the world, but without connections, you're going to struggle to find a good opportunity, right? So surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people that are ahead of you in the game and that you can build trust with that will vouch for you. And I'll tell you how to do that, all right? And then last is the offer. Guys, once you have the skill down in the network, it's easy. You'll notice that the floodgates are going to open up. You're going to be bombarded with options. And now you just have to be smart about what offer you want to pursue. Because the last thing you want to do is waste time on a shitty offer that has shitty leads. Okay? Because these online marketers try to make it look sexy, but doesn't necessarily reflect the truthfulness, right? So know your worth and target offers that actually align with your goals. Okay. And guys, as a bonus, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to do outreach the right way. Okay. I'm going to show you how to tailor your outreach so you have concise and professional messaging, and so that these business owners actually take you seriously, especially if you have people that that are willing to vouch for you. All right, guys, and this is the hard way of doing things. All right, not very intelligent. Most people don't have a network. They're cold DMing whales, celebrities with millions of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, and they have nothing to back it up for. Shitty profiles. And a lot of people swift through Facebook groups and go from opportunity to another opportunity because they can't differentiate between a good opportunity and a bad opportunity. And now they're in limbo, right? So most people are just looking for a handout. So I need you to stop thinking like a job seeker if you are, and start thinking like an asset. Okay, guys, so this is the first thing I want you guys to do. Something really, really simple. All right, before you even get involved with the high ticket remoting community, with the network, before you even get on anybody's radar, do this, please, for the love of God. Clean up your socials, all right? Clean up your socials, look like a competent human being, right? Look like a winner, all right? So no politics, no animal or anime profile pictures. Please use your human face. I put here, fake it till you make it, right? Even if you don't have a cool life right now, guys, call up one of your boys, do a photo shoot session, pull out your laptop at anywhere, literally a hotel lobby, doesn't matter, or the beach. You want to show people that you're an action taker, like you're a winner, right? So even if I know it's cringy, but it works, all right? Also, another advice is don't have a profile with just like you. Have pictures with you and your friends to show that people actually like you as well. Okay. All right, moving on. So step one and step two, skill and network, they go together, right? Because the way that you learn sales, the way you learn anything is by actually doing it. All right. And before I even continue here, I want to share something. One of my clients, Ty Lopez, I've made millions for. One of the things he always says is surround yourself by three kinds of people if you want to win at life, right? There's mentors, people at your level, and people who you can actually help, right below you, who you can help. And the reason why this works is, well, obviously you have people who are ahead of you in the game who challenge you and help you grow, right? And then your peers, people on your level, you practice with them and you bounce ideas off each other, right? And then the third kind of people is that people that you help grow, right? Because it's one thing for you to learn something and apply it, but it's a whole different game to teach it. And if you can teach it, you'll get immensely better at your craft. Okay. So, and the best way you guys can do that, law of the 33%, that's what he calls it, is to join a community. All right. Whether it's paid or free. Again, if you are serious about this, guys, I recommend you join a paid community where you are paying cash. Okay. Because that's when people take you seriously and they will invest time in you to help you grow and help you get an opportunity. All right. So make sure you join a community. And don't just join, all right? Join and take action, all right? Be super active in the community, all right? Ask questions, show up on coaching calls, participate in role plays, and make sure you're actually taking the feedback and practicing on it on your own time, because what they want to see is that you're coachable, that you can get better, all right? That's how you become known, all right? You become known by showing up consistently, right? And share what you're learning too. Share your observations, right? Don't be afraid to actually ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback. Ask your coaches, hey, what else do I need for me to get placed? What else do I need for people to want me to close for them? Right. So super, super important. One of our students who we helped last year get into the space, break into the space. His name is Giles, was 17, lives in the UK, super hungry individual. Okay. Shout out Giles. And we asked him two questions, right? What's your goal 12 months from now? Right. He said he wants to make 10K a month. He wants to leave the UK and he wants to work remote. Another question we asked is the second question is, what actions do you feel like you need to take for you to get that to that 10K version of yourself? He's like, well, I need to make sure that my actions are aligned with my goal. So daily sales training, daily role plays. I need to surround myself with like-minded individuals where I can grow, right? And I want to show you guys what happened. And what I love about this is that, as you can see, I have screenshots of his entire journey from day one of joining our community over here. This is a private WhatsApp group chat with me and Giles and our business partners where he has direct access to us, all right? I want to show you guys what happens when you actually align your action with your goals, all right? Check this out. He joins us. We welcome in the group. All right. He updates us a month in, a couple days in, actually. He's up to 55% now. He's halfway through the course. He's posting on our community, right, that he's been watching all our YouTube videos and he's posting what he's learning, which is really cool. And then on January 2nd of last year, 2024, you can see him sending us a screenshot of his calendar packed with role plays. Right. So this guy's doing 7 hours of role plays. This is me actually giving him some feedback on his role plays. And what's so cool is that, remember, he's in the UK, right? So he called up all our students in the UK and actually did a meetup, an in-person meetup where they were practicing together, which I thought was awesome. Right. He was taking initiative. And then here, look at the date, 19th of March. Okay. He comes across this offer in our Facebook group community. All right. This is our public one. He's like, guys, I saw this offer in your Facebook group. I applied to it. Can you put in a word for me? We're like, yeah, absolutely. Right. 100%. And this is an example of, by the way, this is an example of a good offer, right? Did over 3 million in sales. There's room for growth. They have good package, good price ranges for their packages. And they have in-house training, right? So there's continued training. So this is a good offer, right? And we know Renee, we know this gentleman. So he applied. We put in a word for him. They reached out to him and he set up an interview, smashed the interview, got hired. Look at the date here, 26th of March, right? 28th of March, got hired. Check this out. April 5th, closed his first deal. May 10th, closed 5 deals in one day, $420 in commission. May 13th, another 5 closes, $470 in commissions in one day. All right, look at here. November, he's doing $1,000 days. This is his track record for August, September, October, 9.6K, 7K, 9.2K. He had 15K in November. I believe he actually ended off at 17.5K, if I'm not mistaken. And this is exactly a year after he joined us. He just posted this heartfelt message with, look at that, 17K. He ended off in November, which was absolutely awesome. So guys, as you can see, this is what's possible. All right. Giles came in with absolutely no sales background whatsoever. He just aligned his actions with his goals every single day, and he surpassed his goals. And by the way, guys, if you want the same level of help and guidance that Giles had, feel free to book a call with me below. We'll talk and we'll see if it makes sense. Okay. Now, step 3 is the offer. Like I said, if you do step 1 and step 2 together, I promise you guys the offer will just land on your lap, right? And again, join a paid community if you're serious about this. When you pay with cash, like I said, people will invest more time with you. Now, however, if you guys are not at a point right now where you can invest into a coaching program and you want to do it the lone wolf way by yourself, I'll show you how. And even if, by the way, you're in a paid community, but you have a specific coach that you want to work with, I advise you to keep on listening, all right? You need to know how to talk to these business owners. Now, the way that you should do this is strategically, all right? Go for realistic prospects, guys. Don't go for whales, right? Don't go for celebrities. Go for somebody with 5 to 20,000 followers, right? How do you know if they have a sales team or they need a sales team? Well, they usually have a book a call link in their bio, right? I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Now, all right, guys, this is a concise and professional message that I recommend you sending out, all right? Hey, name, could you use a 6-figure 30% closer to come in and bring you more deals, right? I've been trained by some of the top guys in the industry, and my specialty is this and that, right? Whatever your specialty is. Let me know if you can use this on your team, and I'll send you some of my work, right? So do this 10 times a day, guys, and you will get a position. But if you can't back it up with a track record, you can't back it up with results, if you have nobody to vouch for you, this is going to be a very difficult road, my friend. Now, for those of you who do have experience, make sure you follow up, right? Because these guys are busy. And when you follow up, because you are a lead to them and they are a lead to you, right? So you need to show them that whenever you are rocking and rolling with them and closing for them, they want to see that you actually are going to follow up with their leads. So when they see you following up with them and sending them a Loom video or breaking down of who you are and why you think you're a good fit and what you can do for them, they're going to be like, I like this guy, right? So that's a pro tip. And so interview prep, right? So guys, obviously research the offer, research the business, okay? Watch their webinars. Usually people have webinars, their website, their social media. Get to know who their product, what the product is inside and out, all right? Prepare for common questions, right? They're going to ask you, why should we hire you? Tell me more about yourself. How do you handle objections? Be prepared to role play, right? A tip here for you guys is like pick 3 common objections and practice them with somebody before the actual interview. Number 3, demonstrate your track record. Be ready. Have your metrics ready as what you accomplished, your close rates, your revenue generated, everything. Okay. Have that ready. All right. And number 4, optimize your mindset. All right. You guys want to show up confident, but remember, confidence without arrogance. All right. Practice affirmations, visualization exercises, whatever helps you to stay calm. All right, guys, recap real quick here. Understand the game from the business owner's perspective, right? They're looking for somebody who is worth the investment, who is worth the risk that can bring them results, right? Then the identity shift. You need to start stepping into that person who's going to bring them results, right? Step into that 10K version of yourself now, right? How do they talk? How do they act? How do they think? And start showing up as that person today, right? Not until results come so you can act like a top performer, right? Every decision, every action, every conversation should reflect that upgraded version of yourself. And that's it, guys. After that, your success is literally tied to 2 things, your skill and your network. And the fastest way to accelerate both is by investing in a network, invest in paid training, all right? Put yourself in the right room, surround yourself with the right people, and doors will open up for you, right? That's exactly what I do with my guys. That's why I say, guys, when you understand the game and have that identity shift and become that person who deserves a 6-figure opportunity, and you embody that growth mindset and you work on your skill, you join the right network, the offer will just fall on your lap, all right? Now, if you guys need help with this, help you accelerate the process and get the same level of support and training that we give our guys, then go ahead and schedule a call with me below and we'll see if working together makes sense. Otherwise, stay blessed. Peace.